I'm Mayling Ganuza, I'm 29 years old, and I'm a graduate student. I'm studying to be a TVI, which is a teacher for the visually impaired. Boop. As soon as you have a baby, it's all about the baby, it's all about the child.
Hello, wake up.
So then to make time for myself, I just know I have to set priorities. I make lists for everything and just focus. My entire family is Cuban. They came to the US in the early 70s. I actually grew up in Southwest Miami, so we were never the minority. When I went to college and I went to Princeton in New Jersey, I went from being the majority to the minority. After I graduated from college, I actually went to Thailand to teach English. That's when I found out that I was pregnant. I was supposed to be in Thailand for a year, but of course I wanted to be closer to my family. When I told my parents, they were very excited, they were very happy. They said, you know, we'll support you, we'll help you, anything you need, we're in this together, just come home.
Por la felicidad.
La salud.
All the older women in the family were on top of me constantly. Did you feed the baby? Did you give him milk? You're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. You need to do this, you need to do that. And I just have to learn from them, you know? What am I going to argue with them? So they were very, very involved, but lots of love.
Ay, pero Max, ven acá, dale un beso a tu abuela.
What's very important to me, what I stress, is language. If you really want to embrace the Spanish language and you want to practice it with your child, but you live in a city where people are hostile, it's kind of hard because you don't want to be seen as an illegal and have your place here in America questioned.
Nene, ¿será posible?
Even though sometimes it feels kind of forced, because English, honestly, is my first language, I'm doing what I can to make sure that he can speak it. He does understand it. I would like to enroll him in a bilingual school, and if he can speak French too, it's even better. I listen to a lot of music, not just Cuban music, but Latin music in general. My brother, he plays in a band, so the music is always pulsating. It's always making the house come to life. I watched Saved by the Bell growing up. You know, I went to school here. Like, the jokes that I make are about American culture. When do I feel Cuban? I guess it's like when I'm eating the food and when I hear the music and you start to dance, it starts to come out. Identity is never something fixed. Identity is always shifting, and it always depends on who you're around or where you are. Sometimes they ask me, oh, where are you from? And I say, I'm an American. They're like, no, 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 you're not American because of the way I look. Other places I say, oh, I'm Cuban, and they're like, well, what do you think of Castro? Well, you know, I never really lived under that system. They're like, oh, well, then you're not Cuban, you're American. I guess what I'd like to say to young moms is that it does get better. It is very difficult at first, and don't think that your life is over. You know, it's not. It's just different.
Come over here. Look at it, please.
Soy Mayling Ganuza, cubana, americana y maestra, y soy mamá latina.